I'm the host of the IRT Fantasy Fast Break broadcast with my co-host Brian Pineda, and I'm also the proprietor and founder of ProRacquetballStats.com, which maintains all the match history stats for the IRT and basically every other major racquetball organization. This week we are previewing the 2026 Pro Nationals. We're coming to you live this weekend from Missoula, Montana. This is the first time the tour's ever been in Montana for a Tier 1, which is pretty cool. And this is the first time that the venerable Pro Nationals moniker has been given to a tournament since back in 2009. Of course, longtime fans of the sport know that Pro Nationals was a major event in Vegas in the mid 90s, an event that had massive draws and rivaled the excitement and the draw size of the biggest events of the time at that time. Before we get started, I want to thank the tournament director for making this happen. So thank you to Andrew Weber, and thank you to all the local sponsors that are sponsoring this event and making Pro Racquetball happen in Montana. Specifically, Destination Missoula or Visit Missoula, Big Sky Brewing, the Matfield Family Shows and Rentals, and of course, the Mitra 8S brands. So I want to give a quick shout out to the IRT Tour sponsors who sponsor all the events on tours and really make the tour happen. We're talking about Keith Miner and KWM Gutterman, Papa Nicholas Coffee, Black and White Energy Drinks, and the Rhinestorm Group, for which does tax and wealth management. Okay, so that being said, here's where we are on tour. We're getting to the end of April, the beginning of May. The season is nearly over. The last event we saw was in Los Cab a few weeks ago. We saw an epic 11-9 singles final between Kane and Conrado, who were basically tied 8-8 after 2 hours of battling. Just basically the best that you could ask for in terms of, a neutral and fan perspective. So let's set the stage for Montana. We got 23 players entered into the Montana singles draw. We're missing a couple of top 10 seeds and Andre Perea, who is still hurt, suffering an injury, and Eduardo Portillo, who of course now has a full-time job flying, so he may have had scheduling issues. 7 and 10 doesn't greatly impact our projected quarterfinals. We're still going to be looking at some really fun quarters, but what it does do is it puts the 8-9 matchup between two tour veterans in Adam Mania and Alan Natera. So that's going to be a fun 8-9 matchup. Where are we in the tour race? Well, this is the second to last event. We have this event, and then we have an IRT 800 in St. Louis coming up in the middle of June. Simply put, because Kane won the last event, Conrado has to win out. He has to win this event, and he has to win the final event in St. Louis to have any shot at getting the tour final, to getting his first title. Otherwise, if Kane makes it through and gets a win this weekend, then he will sew up his 16th career pro title at the age of, I believe he's 44 now. That's just an amazing factor. Even the fact that he still sits at number one at this age. We used to be just in marvel of how long, Ruben Gonzalez stayed competitive, or even how long Cliff Swain kept making quarters and semis in the back ends of draws. But having a Pro Tour champ in his mid 40s is pretty amazing. We are looking this weekend at a two-match Friday and a two-match Saturday finish. So that means that the players have to play both two matches on Friday and Saturday, which didn't turn out to impact the draw as much as it might have last weekend or in the last event, because Los Cab did the same thing. But the big thing the reason I called that out is because the players, especially the top two players, have to end up playing, two really tough matches on that Saturday in particular. If the seeds hold, then Kane at the top would have to go through someone like Montoya or Acuna early on Saturday, and then Moscoso in the final. Meanwhile, Conrado down at number 2 might have to end up playing the same group people that he ended up playing last Saturday in Los Cab, and that being Flores, the up-and-coming Flores in the semi, and then a projected Kane final. What am I predicting? Well, as a fan of the sport, I want to see I want to see Conrado win this match, because then that would mean that would all come down to the final, potentially, in St. Louis, which has happened a few times on tour, but you just can't ask for anything more exciting than an entire season coming down to one match in one tournament. If Conrado manages to win out here, and if he beats Kane or if he beats somebody else in the final, then he puts that into play for the final event in St. Louis. All right, so that's it. Hang on tight, stay tuned, and you have IRT Racquetball coming to you live next.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live once again here from the great city of Missoula, Montana. This is the IRT Pro Nationals. For the IRT, I am Fabio Soto. Very glad to be here and bringing you this court coverage for the round of 32s between Irt Trujillo and Orlando HUYKE from Colombia. Thank you very much for watching, tuning in. Players are almost done warming up. Referee's coming to do the toss. We'd like to get started. Thank you everybody for joining, tuning in. Remember, like our post, share our feed, keep following us on social media. Want to thank the tournament local sponsors, Big Sky Brewing Company, Tim Matfeld, Destination Missoula, and also Mitra 9. Let's take a look at what's coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. Diego Gastelum versus Mario HUYKE, also from Colombia. They will be facing off after this match, so stay tuned. That's our final coverage of the round of 32s. And also want to invite you again to join the IRT Club for additional coverage. You have to take a look at this, folks, because there's a lot more court coverage. There's a lot more coverage with other matches that are going on the side courts. Obviously, you got a second court streaming. You got fantasy racquetball. Also, a lot of condensed matches that are on demand, exclusive content, also some tips from the pro players, members only promotions, and deal directly with support and growth of the Racquetball Pro Tour. So you make sure to check that out so you can have additional coverage with IRT Club. Also want to give a shout out to new IRT Club members, and thank you for all your support, for everybody watching and tuning in for additional court coverage. And we'll have updated scores as well for coverage next to us. Coin toss is done by the referee. Seems that Irt Trujillo won the coin toss, and he will start us off with the serve. Trujillo with the serve. Great three-wall shot by Trujillo. He was kind of forced into that one because Orlando kind of got in his way and draws first blood. 1-0. Short serve. What a great pass. Cross court by Orlando. One of the Colombian players are starting to go on tour. We've seen him before. Glad to have him here in Montana. Great shot. Trujillo with a good put away. Nice and soft. It's a great put away. Wide angle. Just far enough to be out of Orlando's reach. Trujillo again with the serve. What a wide angle again by Trujillo. He's not trying to kill the ball every time. He's trying to move Orlando around. Short serve. Great court coverage by Orlando. Trujillo as well. Three swallows again. Just too much. Very quick hands, quick feet by Orlando. Second serve. Down the line winner. Great pass by Trujillo. Also want to thank our tour sponsors and partners, KWM Gutterman, Papa Nicholas Coffee, Frank Hotels, Black and White, Formula 4 Racquetball, Gearbox Racquetball, Rainstorm Group. Thanks for your support as Irt Trujillo blasted down the line with a backhanded shot. That's a miss right there by Orlando. So close to the left wall. Wow, what a great serve by Trujillo. His motion went to the left. Wow. Tough recovery there for Orlando. So timeout taken by Orlando. Players take a 1-minute break and we'll return here on IRT Live.
It's all just machines, material, and parts. Until we get our hands on them, then it all becomes something different. Skilled workers turn raw steel into the best-selling gutter machines in the USA. This doesn't happen by accident. It's over 40 years in the making, an unrelenting dedication to quality and innovation, both in the machines we make and how we make them. KWM Gutterman, American-made.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again here. As Irt Trujillo still holds the serve. 6-0 is the score in game one. Team Orlando want to take a quick break to make some adjustments. It's a great response, backhanded. Very quick work from Orlando. Good timeout for him as he got the side out. That's an ace serve. Perfect serve from Orlando to Trujillo. Very down and low. Too much strength there from Orlando. It bounced off the back well enough for Trujillo to make a full swing to the right. That was long. Second opportunity. Good recovery, though, for Orlando. Very quick work. Wow. Lightning swing speed there. Backhand, Orlando. Very quick to cross that shot. Wide angle. Easy play there for Trujillo. And I caught Orlando behind him, pinned him to the left. Set up for Orlando. Good pickup, Trujillo. It's another wide angle shot. Great pass by Trujillo. Great defense, Orlando. Very quick, and that earned him that side out. It's a great defensive play by Orlando. Wow. Another great pass by Trujillo. Backhanded nonetheless. No, behind the back. Great reflexes by Trujillo. Good recovery, Orlando. Not enough. Another good pass. Trujillo's always so good at passing those shots and kind of clipping the side wall. Kind of engaging a bit of a deceitful speed to the opponent. Another good serve. And Trujillo missing an easy backhanded shot. Easy shot there for Orlando. Great execution for the put away and the point. Oh, and Orlando trying to get a little bit ahead of himself. He tried to cut off that shot, but couldn't put a racket on it. It's an excellent serve by Trujillo. That C serve that didn't give Orlando room to swing. That's an easy shot again by Trujillo. He's moving Orlando around really well. Orlando's playing good defense, but he's putting a lot of balls out of his reach passing. It's a great C serve again. Not enough room to swing. Defense again. Down the line to the left by Orlando. Recovers the serve. Excellent ball tracking by both. And just clipped the sidewall. Almost hit the crack in the back. And Orlando capitalizes on that rally. There you go, good cross court. Trujillo's still trying to figure out how to close this match. That's a skip by Orlando, try to go behind the back. And Trujillo not exactly taking his time. Trying to play quick. Orlando, of course, trying to slow down the game with his racket up. Good recovery by Orlando. He missed the first swing. And he took that opportunity to turn it into his benefit. Wow, great reaction by Orlando. Good defense. He didn't give up. Winning shot by Trujillo down the line with a forehand. Trujillo kind of changes the rhythm. And a down the line winning shot. Starting 4. What a change of direction. Orlando clipped that sidewall to the left, and it completely changed the direction of the ball. Not enough for Trujillo to keep it in play. So Orlando took his timeout already at 6-0. Trujillo still has his timeout. Excellent shot down the line. Trujillo just a couple points away from closing game 1. Perfect shot down the line. Love it. Very clean execution by Orlando. Trujillo tried to go for that backhand splat shot, couldn't make it. Orlando trying to come back and climb this hill. Excellent recovery. Great execution again. He didn't give up on that rally either. Trujillo was pinned to the back wall. Set up for Trujillo. Excellent wide angle pass. So game point number 1 for Trujillo. Down the line winner backhand. Trujillo takes game 1. Players take a 2-minute break, and we will return here on IRT Live.
If you're not an IRT Club member, then you're missing out. Exclusive matches, second court streaming, and condensed replays so you never miss a point. Plus, member-only deals, player extras, and inside access you can't get anywhere else. IRT Club is more than a membership. It's your all-access pass to the IRT and another way to support the tour and the players you love. Go to the IRT Club page at irttour.com to join now. Just $15 per month. The best in racquetball just got even better.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again here. The IRT Pro Nationals. This is Fabio Soto for the IRT in Missoula, Montana. Game number 2 about to start between Eric Trujillo and Orlando HUYKE. And thank you for watching and tuning in. So I want to thank the local tournament sponsors, Big Sky Brewing Company, Tim Matfeld, Destination Missoula, and Mitra 9. Orlando will start us off with the serve. Trujillo started off serving game 1. Excellent start for Orlando. Orlando with that skip, the front wall. Short serve, second opportunity. Easy play there for Trujillo. Great effort by Orlando. Not enough, though. Trujillo tried to do a little too much there with that forehand shot from the back. Good pickup. Orlando from the back. Set up. Easy, clean shot down the line. Perfect. Down the line winner, Orlando. Perfect shot. Great execution. Equipment timeout requested by Orlando HUYKE. It's just 30 seconds. He showed the racket to the referee. Just a broken string, so we'll get a new one. Eric Trujillo cannot leave the court. And Orlando coming in back again to hit the ball a couple times before we resume play. Also want to thank the tour sponsors and partners, Rainstorm Group, Formula Flow, Papa Nicholas Coffee, KDM Gutterman, Frank Hotels, Black and White, Gearbox Racquetball, of course, for your support of racquetball, and the IRT. Perfect backhanded cross-court shot. Great execution. Almost by Orlando. He kind of clipped it. Not enough. Perfect shot. Ace. That's one of the things that Eric Trujillo is really good at, deceiving serves to his opponent. His body language, you know, says one thing, but the execution goes to another. Skip shot by Orlando, trying to cut it off before it hit the sidewall. Another point for Trujillo. Another good shot. Trujillo, great execution. Trujillo try to go for it again. It's short, though. Second serve. Perfect shot. Backhanded down the line. Just unforgiving. I think Trujillo's now in 5th gear. And again, Trujillo, he knows he's in the front of the court. He knows what he has to do. Goes for that pinch. Three walls. Trujillo with that back. And Orlando trying to go for that splat shot. Doesn't make it to the front wall. No timeouts yet so far for either of these two athletes. Again, Orlando just giving some points to Trujillo. A few unforced errors on his hand. Orlando, great response. Executed a very good serve that gave him a weak return from Trujillo. Get back on the board. That's in the wheelhouse of Trujillo. Not a good serve. Too far away from the sidewall. A lot of room for Trujillo to swing. And Trujillo with an unforgiving shot to the right now. Great pass. Wide angle by Orlando. Great pass again. Now to the left. Trujillo's been dominating this match, but what I like about him is that he's not just sticking to one serve or one strategy. He's mixing it up. It's an easy down the line winner. It's another winner again for Trujillo. Not the return of serve that Orlando was expecting. Just asking the referee for confirmation of the score. Perfect. What a clean, healthy shot down the line to the right. It's kind of a reset that Orlando needs. Timeout requested by Orlando. Players will take a 1-minute break and we'll return here on IRT Live.
Racquetball is fast, demanding, relentless. Your racket should be too. Introducing the Gearbox GX1, engineered with our exclusive solid frame technology. A true one-piece carbon frame. Just pure, solid construction, built for maximum durability and performance. Every swing delivers powerful energy transfer, crisp response, and precise control. Dominate the rally. Trust the racket built to outperform and outlast. The Gearbox GX1, powered by solid frame technology. Feel the difference.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Time was called by Orlando here in game number 2. So score is 4. 4 serving 12 right now. Don't want to say that this was the a little too late for that timeout by Orlando. He's still in it. Four 12. Short serve. And again, that 3-wall shot that Trujillo, this is not the first time he's performed it in this match. Oh, he put it to his body. He could have gone down the line to the right, but he put it towards his body, didn't get enough control. Make that 13-4. Blasted shot. Wonderful backhanded execution. That would be a match point for Trujillo. Good pickup. And Orlando just firing away, and that is the match. Ladies and gentlemen, Irt Trujillo advances to the round of 16s. Wonderful play. Congratulations to Trujillo. Ladies and gentlemen, our final match of the evening of the round of 32s will coming up next at 6 o'clock here. We'll be back from Missoula, Montana. This is the IRT Pro Nationals for the team 5 and we'll be back on IRT Live.